I think people are really confused about countries like Thailand and now Malaysia, for example. They're confused about that. They think like they're third world countries, they have bad hospitals, it's like very poor and like dirty and stuff. But look at this place, man, like the whole city center looks like this. And that's what people got confused with countries like Malaysia.
Apa yang kita tengok dalam video tu sebenarnya menunjukkan satu benda yang menarik. Rupanya masih ramai orang barat yang ingat Malaysia ni negara dunia ketiga, negara yang miskin dan susah nak dapat rawatan kesihatan yang berkualiti. Ya, bila sebut je negara dunia ketiga, ramai terus bayangkan hospital yang serba kekurangan dan perkhidmatan yang teruk. Tapi apa jadi bila mereka datang sendiri ke Malaysia? Ramai yang terus terkejut sebab sistem kesihatan kat negara kita rupanya jauh lebih baik daripada apa yang mereka sangka. Benda ni sendiri diakui oleh ramai orang UK.
So as you can see, I had a little bit of pink eye and I tried waiting it out. It's been a few days since I started medicine, but unfortunately I waited 5 days to see if it would heal on its own and it just got worse. So stubborn as I was, I decided to make a 10-minute walk to a local clinic and it ended up taking 5 minutes. Cost me 100 RM. We were in and out, and as luck would have it, I left my wallet with our cash in it at the hotel. So I offered to run back and get it. I offered to pay, with the cards that I had, and they didn't accept anything like that. So I was like, all right, I'll just walk back to the hotel and get it. The people here are so nice. He just gave me the medicine, gave me the paperwork in order to do the bank transfer, and just said, I trust you, man. You just pay us whenever you get home. You're good. I love it here in Malaysia. God bless.
I actually can't get over how nice the people in Malaysia are. Like the lady, the nurses. I was in and out of that clinic within half an hour. They basically said I've got a minor sprain, so just to keep it like rested on the foot, which is fine, it's not a fracture, so I take that. They cleaned up my war wounds. I've got some antibiotics and I'm good to go. I mean, I like that for some reason, it's quite cool. But I just can't fault the staff here, like the people in Malaysia. And the whole thing cost me 156 and 90 ringgit. I'll work that out on the screen, but yeah, it's done. So the plan was to sunbathe today, but it seems as I've injured myself, I'm supposed to keep out of the sun. So I thought I'd go and see a bit of the island and go out.
I visited a 24-hour clinic in Malaysia and this is how it went. I was actually flying the next day, so I wanted to make sure I was good to fly. I had a high fever, nausea, sickness, just all of it. Found this place online and I called them before coming. Filled in all my details on a screen that they had and it printed me this token and I was the only one there. This took less than 5 minutes. And the doctor called me in straight after. He checked and told me I had a high fever straight away. Recommended a blood test just to make sure everything was all good. He took my bloods and told me to wait outside. I was feeling terrible at this point and pretty sorry for myself as well. It wasn't long before he called me back in and told me I had a blood infection. He wrote me my meds for all 3 of the issues that I was having and I was good to go.
Just got back from the walk-in clinic that I visited in Kuala Lumpur and their service was so good. I got seen by the doctor within literally 5 minutes. He gave me some medicines for it. So I've got like rehydration salts, something for my stomach, diarrhea, antibiotic and fever and pain tablets because I just need a full body refurb right now. I knew that I was going to get sick at some point realistically. I'm glad that I was in a place that actually had the facilities to take care of me because all of this, my consultation, my blood test and all of my meds cost me about £35, which is actually nothing. If I was going to get sick, I'm glad that I got sick here.
Luckily my flight the next morning went completely fine and it was about 3 days till I felt like myself again.
Kos rawatan yang berpatutan, layanan yang cepat dan staf yang mesra buat ramai orang UK tertanya-tanya, betul ke ni negara dunia ketiga? Ramai yang mengaku tanggapan awal mereka terus berubah lepas datang sendiri ke Malaysia. Malah ada seorang Minah Saleh yang dah terlalu selesa dengan sistem kesihatan kat sini sampai tak nak balik ke negara asal.
This was one of the main reasons we were concerned about coming back to the UK for winter after just spending 7 months in Malaysia, where to be honest, we couldn't fault the healthcare at all. So we knew coming back to the UK was going to be slightly different, especially coming back in the winter where it's cold and everyone gets ill. You have flu going around, you have sickness bugs going around, and now apparently we've got quademic, which is a bit of everything rolled into one, and people are getting quite poorly. But to be honest, the hospitals bursting at the seams, that's kind of a normal thing for the UK at this point. It always seems to be the A&Es are so busy, there's not enough hospital beds, the NHS is under severe pressure all the time. So when we have a quademic that's appeared, it makes it even worse. And it is worrying when you kind of know what healthcare you could get in Malaysia. You could walk into A&E and a lot of the time it will be empty. You could go to the doctors and walk into your doctor's surgery until 10 p.m. at night on weekdays without an appointment and just sit there and wait for a doctor to see you. And it was open Saturday and Sundays as well until 6 p.m. That's so different to the UK. Doctor surgeries are open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and then it's out of hours services, and they've cut back on a lot of out of hours services now as well. So it really is a case of, I mean, our nearest A&E where we used to live was 45 minutes away. That's a long drive, and knowing that when you get there you probably won't be able to be seen, and if you can, you're in for a long wait, potentially up to 10 hours. It's a scary place to be. So right now I can't wait to get back on that plane and get back over to Malaysia, where I know they actually can help you if you're in need.
Kalau tengok video tadi, memang jelas dia dah rasa selesa sangat tinggal kat Malaysia. Mungkin ada yang tertanya-tanya, seteruk mana sebenarnya sistem kesihatan kat UK? Antara perkara yang paling selalu dikeluhkan ialah tempoh menunggu yang sangat lama. Nak jumpa doktor kadang-kadang boleh ambil masa berjam-jam. Malah ada juga kes yang terpaksa tunggu berminggu-minggu. Selain itu, ada juga yang berpendapat sistem kesihatan di UK lebih banyak memberi tumpuan kepada merawat simptom dengan ubat atau rawatan tertentu berbanding mencari punca sebenar penyakit.
Please share this because this has to be addressed. More than 1,300 deaths a month are being linked to long A&E waits in England. Now, during COVID, death figures were reported every single day. So why are thousands of excess deaths linked to emergency care delays not being treated like a national emergency? This is not just people complaining about waiting rooms. This is emergency doctors warning that overcrowding, corridor care, and patients waiting too long for beds are costing lives. These are people who went to hospital for help and did not get it quickly enough. And the terrifying thing is how normal this has started to feel, with long waits, ambulances queuing, patients in the corridors, families sitting for hours not knowing what's happening. Now, at some point, we have to stop treating this like a bad service and start treating it like a system failure. This should not be normal. This should not be accepted. And this should not just disappear from the news after day one. So, my question is simple. If more than 1,300 deaths a month are being linked to A&E delays, then why is this not being treated like a national emergency?
We do not have a healthcare system in the UK. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yes, we have the National Health Service, and that's healthcare, right? Or is it? Here's the problem with our National Health Service. It is not a health service at all. It is a system of disease management, okay? You have a problem, you take a drug. You have a problem, you get surgery. You have a problem, you get a device. If you actually want true health, which is the absence of disease, the actual fixing of underlying problems, then where are you supposed to go? You can't go to the NHS because they're not looking at underlying problems. They're looking at symptoms. Okay, my cholesterol is high. Here is the statin to lower your cholesterol. You may carry on doing all the lifestyle shit you was doing before, eating all the crap and drinking all the alcohol you was drinking before, but because you take this magical little pill that lowers your cholesterol, you're fine. Actually, you're not fine. All you've done is plaster up the hole, and it doesn't matter whether you have diabetes or high cholesterol or high blood pressure. It doesn't make a difference. It's pills or surgeries or devices for problems. That is not healthcare. Your medical professionals are not trained in healthcare, which is the absence of disease, unfortunately. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to pay, and you can't pay privately because that's more of the same thing. You have to pay people who actually try to get to the root cause of your problem. So we don't have a healthcare system because you have to pay for that privately away from your National Health Service. Now, I'm not saying that the National Health Service do a terrible job. They do some fantastic things. Don't get me wrong, okay, they do some fantastic things, but it's not health, it's management of disease.
UK memang sebuah negara maju, tapi bila bercakap tentang pengalaman mendapatkan rawatan, ramai pelancong merasakan Malaysia menawarkan pengalaman yang lebih baik daripada jangkaan mereka. Sebab tu, tak heran kalau masih ramai orang luar yang terkejut bila tengok sendiri kemudahan kesihatan yang ada kat negara kita. Selama ni pula, kat media sosial, masih ada yang menggambarkan Malaysia macam negara yang dipenuhi hutan. Malah, kadang-kadang orang Malaysia sendiri bergurau, kononnya kita tinggal atas pokok. Sebenarnya, agak sayang kalau tanggapan macam tu terus kekal. Malaysia dah lama berusaha menarik lebih ramai pelancong, termasuk mereka yang datang untuk mendapatkan rawatan perubatan. Kalau semakin ramai orang luar yakin dengan kualiti sistem kesihatan negara kita, tak mustahil satu hari nanti, Malaysia boleh muncul sebagai antara destinasi utama pelancongan kesihatan di Asia, malah mungkin juga di peringkat dunia.